Okay. Well, my attempt to stream Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening went bust. Two Game Boy emulators, and neither wanted to work. For one, the controls weren't configuring properly, and the other one didn't want to save. So, this game has been sitting in my Steam library forever. I keep meaning to get around to playing it. Haven't been able to. I love the Super NES game. So, I finally want to play this. Shadowrun Returns. First new one that's been released in quite a while. Seems there are multiple campaigns. Dead Man's Switch. In the urban sprawl of the Seattle Metroplex, the search for a mysterious killer sets you on a trail that leads from the darkest slums to the city's most powerful megacore. You need to tread carefully, enlist the aid of other runners, and master powerful forces of technology and magic to emerge from the shadows of Seattle unscathed. Okay, we'll play on normal. Oh, we can choose. Are we going to create a character, or just whether they're male or female? Oh, and we can choose race as well. Let's see, human. Why am I going back to auto-hosting? Why does it keep doing that? Jesus, Twitch. A human. Elf, dwarf, orc, or troll. +1 to body and strength. Well, human seems to be the most rounded, so let's just go with that. Archetype: Street Samurai, Mage, Decker, Shaman, Rigger, Physical Adept, or none. Hey, Noble. Glad you could still make it, even if things didn't go as according to plan. Kinda interested in going mage, but I don't know if that's a good one to start with. Yeah, I'll go. I think I will go with that. Cyber Goth, I kind of like that. Karma represents experience characters earn. Right. Just as it is in the SNES game. And I presume the Genesis game as well. I haven't really played much of the Genesis version. Resistance to physical damage. Oh, is that... Oh, I see. Okay, so these up here didn't. Okay, so that uses 4 karma then. Now what? Etiquette's about knowing how to behave in various social situations. Right, etiquette can give you an edge. Okay, let's finally get this started. Your apartment, 2054. 3 a.m., you got nowhere to go but down. Computer. State-of-the-art in 2050. Broken since 2051. Lovely. Slip of paper with your bank balance. Enough to cover you through the end of the week. Your notebook, calendar, contacts, that kind of thing. The list is sad, dried up. Yeah. Most are dead or missing. Except for Fixer, no response to messages. The list goes on. All either dead ends or just plain dead. It's empty, nothing to do. Oh, your vid phone rings, jarring you. Who's calling at 3 a.m.? There is. Ah. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy, hope I didn't get you a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again, or worse. Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business. Like you, for example. So am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. Bet you hit a big payday and you're living high in the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners and some of us are... me. Hey, remember the Renraku run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon in the docks afterwards? Really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd. That's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Hmm? "3 years ago, makeshift bar in the Seattle docks, the night Dowd went down. New Larry? Are you old Larry? No? Been running with new Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd, never saw anyone die like that before. Idiot. He shakes his head. I hate this frickin' city. It's wet and the rain feels like acid. I want out of here. Soga. Sorry, just really ready to go home. Portland's way more my speed. I don't know. Sam's a good guy and hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. Shakes his head. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer's late. Hell yeah, it smells funny. Look where he set the meeting. This was supposed to be a public place. Got the direct, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down. It wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. I'm waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say. Don't you, Larry? Go ahead and spill it. You were sloppy. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. No, I didn't miss a beat. I was on my game the whole time. Remember, I was on point. New Larry was supposed to cover Dowd. Oop. Oh. Can I go back and... Nah. Okay, I see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. He's looking for someone. It's not the fixer. Oh. Did you keep us here long enough? Looks that way. Sorry, I kind of like you. I just like money better. We got incoming. There's a Drekian grin. Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here. I'm gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. Should choose our friends more carefully. Mine neither. Think I'll shoot him. Uh-oh. Ah, shit. Okay, I guess, now in turn-based combat mode. Each character on your team has an action pool. Spend them on movement, attacks, or using spells or items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Okay, so is this like, so this is going to be like a turn-based strategy then? Yeah, coming. This is on cooldown then. Audible. Nice. More of them. Oh, no, wait, no, wait. I didn't want to move. I just wanted to see if I could scroll the... Can I scroll the screen at all? Oh, there we go. That's how you do it. Oh shit, grenade. Now we have to use... Takes an action to reload, too. Didn't I just reload? What was that? Okay. You okay, Sam? Sam's breathing's heavy and he looks shaken. That was a hell of a thing. You were born for this gig. Me, not so much. I think I'm gonna hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere. Stay drunk till I croak. How about you? Safe house out of town, laid low. And Raku has a long memory. I do too. I don't forget my friends. You stare at Sam's face in your comlink. Shake off the memory. Focus. Had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who'd care if I die? Who'd give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name's at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man's switch to send you this call. Got 100,000 Nuyen insurance policy. Payable when you find out who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain, when the job's done. They'll know what to do. Chet? The lawyer swivels to a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain has installed a secure, dedicated phone line, so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We'll then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. Will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. Sam straightens up. Talk seriously. First time. Look, I've led a direct life and I've probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? Hope you just said yes. Gotta locate your chip. Slot in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Sounds lovely. I'm in the back. Smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty, fake fresh of industrial-grade antiseptic. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job," a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. "Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, ma'am?" I'm John Dresden, the Organ Grinders branch manager here, so yeah, that makes me the franchise area's coroner, too. And you are? A dead man makes for a strange client, but what makes you think he's here? I see. Well, you're right, he is here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. Press hasn't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So, who told you he was dead? A dead man's switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over there. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. Not my title. That's what the Seattle Press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. This one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. Delicious, a trophy hunter. What was it? Watt's liver was cleanly cut out. How about the other lucky contestants? The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed. Dresden, get out here. I'm here about the new Ripper Vic, Sam Watts. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet. His face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest, there's a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Next to him are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine the evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Moving things around, you can make out it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. You slot the cred stick in your PDA. 300 millions added to your account. Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. You can only see part of the note, given the torn-off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we are something. We have been something long. To say I'm sorry. See you there. Love, Jessica. Found a med kit. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper Vic, Watts. Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? Horner friend. See, you insisted at the time. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows his way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. So, I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days, it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You notice superhuman powers of observation. The hell are you? Ah, we have different dialogue options depending on our stats. Noontown, you the welcoming committee? If you're Noontown, let me be the first to tell you that I run the show. If you get in my way, you'll end up back here on a slab. Dresden, give me more. Putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. You always make friends that easily? Cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another $10 million a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. He pauses. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? Who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career. And wallet. What was that he said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Sounds like you disagree. My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say it wasn't suicide, but there were some unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. Interesting. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of million, but individual organs? Not worth as much anymore, what with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ Grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There are plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky, though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of med school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Have you heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going-out type. Anyway, too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. One more thing. Where was Sam killed? Looks at you intently. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Funny how one of the first scenes in this game is in a morgue. Like the Super NES game. Cold storage doors labeled John Doe, but the thermostat set to 21 degrees Celsius. The cold storage door opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Well, are you serious? Well, I was just talking about the Super NES game, and the protagonist from that game puts in an appearance. Easy there. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. Interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? Doesn't feel like 6 yet. What do I look like, a damn alarm clock? Sorry, I didn't expect you to be so alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks he's pretty funny. You're not the first person he's pulled this one on. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. Plus, I notice you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? You know the death of Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me out. Sam, huh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. Jake yells toward the other side of the room. John, is this lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man's switch. Thought you could help her out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses, might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind the shades. Alright then, the name's Jake, and you are... well-mannered too, such a rare thing in the city. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right, I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging out at the Seamstresses Union that night, tripped out and rowdy. Been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kupota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. Damn, maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, can you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now, what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dressing continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat core bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him, till he turned up here dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. Done this before? It's a long story. I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. Could have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visits and you have a free night's stay. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. Could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. They at least got the whole gang searching the Barrens for me. Need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. Maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while you're at it. What do you say? Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers, but this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised he even made it to this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So, need a weapon? My weapon of choice as well. Here, take this one. So, ready for an evening out in the town? I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you, yet. Basic trauma kit. Basic med kit. Okay, I do have it equipped. My stash is just around the corner in the alley. Down here? As you approach, the man sizes you up. You can see the age-old flight or fight equation rotating behind his drug-clouded eyes. Beneath the track marks on his arms, you spot a set of tattoos that indicate he is, or at least once was, a shaman. Yes, no, yes, I saw something. It's gonna kill me. My name is Vlad. You're a shaman? Seems to shake off some mental cobwebs. Yes, I'm a shaman. What'd you see? See, yes, I saw something. The other night I saw a spirit so dark, so alien that... just across the street from the Seamstresses Union. Thank you, I think you're right. I feel better now. More whole. Now I think I need some sleep. Oh, is this... oh, this alley. Okay. It's... oh, there we go. Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader on the front. Smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that's the perfect match for your skills. Cool. Uh-oh. Looks like we got some company. So, welcome to the Barrens. Guess I need to find a new spot to hide my gear. Well, at least they were too dumb to break my maglock. Now that you got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Clothes may be dirty, but this woman's far from downtrodden. Hey, not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go that way. Just some Halloweeners stirring up trouble again. She points to the south. Rode in this morning on those fancy bikes, set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past. Typical. Well, odds are those are the guys we're after. Don't need to worry about me, I know how to lay low. They're a tough bunch though, so don't say I didn't warn you. Excuse me, ma'am, I don't know you, but you look like you can handle yourself in a fight, and we need some help. Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up here. It's getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them anymore, but no one will stand up to them, and Lone Star isn't about to get involved. Just down the street. Man, please, our livelihoods depend on this market. Hey, asswipes, take another step forward and we're gonna plant you right here. This is Halloweener property now. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Hey, mate, you're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. Halloweeners are collecting that bounty. Killing you, that'll be a nice bonus. You think so, huh? Oh, jeez. Whoa, Uncle, I was just playing with you. I'll call off the rest of the Halloweeners. Call it even, yeah? Hey, I'm already at shoot-on-sight status for these guys. Killing John Paul means one less wiener to shoot back at me in the back while buying smokes. Hell, they'd be doing the same to you as soon as there's profit in it. How naive. Well, be worth it to see him run off with his tail between his legs. Oh yeah, how do I use my, How do I use my karma? Maybe it's like in the Super NES game, I can only use it, while I'm, sleeping. Well, there's the Steamstress Union. Hey, Chummer, got some tasty morsels for you. Just what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in his back pocket. Strength up by 1. Willpower up by 1. So he was killed somewhere around here. Damn the donut man. Smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burned soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. Patrol work in the stand is covered in food stains older than he is. Can I get you, Chummer? Nope, I was close when it happened, but hey, it's the Barrens. Back alley killing's nothing new around here. Only reason the cops are making a big deal about this Ripper business is some of the victims are real people. You know, folks with SINs. Sins? Not sure which. Anything else you can tell me? Barren's hell, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. This stretch we're on is called Touristville, though. I suppose it's the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggings and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. Now behind me, that's the Seamstresses Union. You want drinks, drugs, favors, or information around here? The Union's your spot. Hell, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get the munchies when they party. Mrs. Kubota owns the joint, and she's a quality. Hard woman, but fair. Dwarf merchant's packing up her stand for the night. I'm closed. Come back tomorrow. Sure, I was closing up when I heard a series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street. Didn't get a good look at him. Then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. No problem. Ah, is this the place? As you approach the scene, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights up ahead. Whoa, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting on a core issue bounty. The one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. Sorry, friend, I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for your help with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take Nguyen where I'm going. You look like you could use the funds. Yeah, sure. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop into the seamstresses unit. It's just down the street. You'll need gear, information, or just a damn stiff drink. That's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. Used that place as a base of operations for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this Ripper business. Well, nice knowing you. Jake turns and disappears into the shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. Well, thanks. Thanks for the cameo, Jake. Hey, Pyrojack. Welcome. Bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance to the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated the homeless man who's currently pestering him. I'm telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm going to die in the cold tonight. And I've been trying to explain to you this is an official Lone Star investigation and I can't let anyone in there. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage, I got a job to do. Find a new blanket or I'll find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical. Hate all you pigs. Now what? Hmm. Hey, thanks. You know, my dad was a cop. This was back when cops actually worked for the government. He said folks would buy him coffee all the time. I ain't seen it till now. What can I do for you? Your client's the chalk line? That's messed up, but respect it, okay? Don't mess anything up. Not that anyone would likely notice, because the forensics aren't coming back. Looks like the coat and blanket that old man was trying to get back. As you pick up the bundle of cloth, a printed receipt falls out from beneath the folds. It's a bar tab receipt for the Seamstresses Union, dated 2 days ago at 3:02 a.m. Right around the corner is reported time of death. The customer was Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass, which looks like the bottom of a test tube. This work light is new. You can see all the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it seems that they've all imploded, as if some force shattered them all at the same time. There are two distinct sets of footprints. A human's ending at the chalk outline, and a larger set, possibly an orc or a troll following just behind. Hey, I got your stuff. Streets have not been kind to this man, but they've also hardened him. The man's clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with the onset of age and arthritis. You, I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? My stuff. Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. You a copper, or working for some corp? Just messing with you. Course system ID number. My ass. What kind of questions you got? Sure, for the last couple of months I've been sleeping there, but spend my days out doing odd jobs for the street merchants, or panhandling tourists over near the Seamstresses Union. Did you see the murder? Nope, can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Mrs. James up at the market. Can't carry as many as I'm used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. By then that jerk face in the uniform had already set up shop in my alley. Earlier in the night I saw a big ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. I bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off of Dan over there. Seemed nervous, and he did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. What kind of cyberware? Well, it was big, and I think it had some hospital attachments because I saw some needles. A lot like one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me, let me tell you. I never trusted one of them cyber people. Interesting. Sounds like that could be our killer. Let's do as Jake suggested and check out the Seamstresses Union. Bartender's a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. Hey there, I haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? How about a date? Looks at this place, I can probably get anything I want. Found a bar with bar tab with Coyote's name on it. Is she here? Oh, hard case. I like that. Okay, hard case, I'll get you something stiff. Starts to turn away when a man on the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Sherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper's out there and he's real. That last killing happened just down the block. Now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry, think. I think plenty, Shane. Getting a PhD from UW in neuroprosthetics, studying under Ojamans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending, tips. They're faster ways for a barren girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard all this before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood... Sherry's face is hard on lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brothers for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me, attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrain give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. This some kind of cult. I've got a family right here, Shane. There are drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. Sorry, I get interrupted. Yeah, I do. Can't stay here forever. You got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. You a badge? Didn't think so. You look like a runner to me. Trying to spot a bronze the moment they walk in here. Something I can help you with? Ask away. Ah, I see. Pyrojack's talking a little bit about BioWare there. I guess artificially grown organs, it sounds like. Sounds like that could be what our killer's taking organs for. That guy mentioned Coyote. Is she here? No, I think she's away on business. Is she a shaman? No. She shot a coyote once thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We called her Coyote ever since. She's been missing for a couple of days now. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. Yeah. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Oh. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Sounds like we need to find her. If we want to know more. Tell me about this place. Some come here for booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral, it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed. You can probably find it here. The Union seems to attract people like you. Who's that you were talking to? Shane, old boyfriend, used to work here. Then, one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with him. I was happy for him, until he started coming in around trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. Who runs the place? That'd be Mrs. Kubota. She's in the back room. Can't miss her. Gutter punks have to stick together. Hey lady, got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. Want first dibs? What? Oops. Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jacket on her neck, gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you use some firepower. Something simple. I got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. Looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Definitely do with another med kit. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face. His polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome, please behave yourself. Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. Yeah, business here? Heard about that. Real shame what happened to him. There's a sharpness and clue to his eyes. The look of a man who's seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. Your role here. I suppose you often escorted Sam to the door? Yes, albeit gently. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Well, usually. About the night he died. He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Ah, yes, I had a feeling. Sounds like you're pretty familiar with a lot of the lore. Howdy, name's Johnny Clean. You new? Well, enjoy yourself. This looks like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit. Noob. Covered in glowing talismans and fetishes, the troll doesn't seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once. But with entities you can neither see nor hear. Ah, we can buy spells from him. Ooh, very nice. Well, I definitely want this. Mrs. Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house. Mess with it at your peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. "Kombawa, good evening." Enjoying the Seamstresses Union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy. Or is this business? Soka, and why should I help you? Ah, so you're the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who'd strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How would you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here. Whenever he could beg or borrow enough Nuyen to become altered in some way, drugs, chips, alcohol, didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent, he was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Did you see Sam the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Cluo, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Why is it called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupation, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they'd be treated fairly there. And thus a rich tradition was born. No, perhaps when we know each other more, I'll reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. Yeah, do you know where Coyote is? Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She's a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. Please, if you are what I think you are, you know. There's always someone more dangerous. Her room is upstairs. If you're looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now, and can't be reached on her comm. It's unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have an action on my conscience. Here's the key. What have we here? Vidphone? Mid-grade security panel. Don't have the means to hack it. It's like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Coyote's computer's ancient, probably fished out of a junkyard. Doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on screen password. Without the password, the only other button on screen is the password recovery option. That's all I can do. And answer 3 security questions. Your first childhood pet. Maybe I can find other clues around a room. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. There's a receipt stuck between the edges and a diary entry. Came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting real fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this cutter Drek keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union. But he still goes on these runs, with these bozos all over my floor. I think he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. Try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, he'd be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year. Got my bartending license. Got this apartment and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than his involvement with the Cutters. Just wish I could slice that gang out from our life together. Slice out the fear that comes along with it. Receipt for a Browning Max power pistol from Jin Park downstairs, with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. Wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the Cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," returns later without comment. I don't know if he's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I felt better without our constant arguing about it. Last 2 nights I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch, the novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious from when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Receipt and an old photograph. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she's smiling. The back of the photograph has "Shadow" scrawled on it. I wonder if that's the pet. A COD receipt for a special order. 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. Receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door. Set to a combination of 342436. That sounds like something I should write down. Okay, let's give this another shot. First childhood pet. Stored. Your favorite musical act. Don't know if I saw anything. A frame painting of the Chicago skyline, stylized silhouette. Stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. Oh, wait, what's this? Broken mirror was hiding a small safe. Oh, good, I didn't have to memorize. Yes, I didn't have to write it down. The safe beeps cheerfully in response, and the door comes open. Oh, frag grenade. guess that opens that. Favorite musical act. Did I see that in her diary? I like how Maria Mercurial is one of the options. Another reference to the... let me see. Don't see anything that... I don't see anything else that could... Okay, maybe I just gotta brute force it. What's the name of your hometown? Oh, probably Chicago. She's got that with that poster there. God damn it. Wait, maybe it's... Is there something... Is there something... Anything else? Anything in this room that... No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't see anything else that indicates it. There we go. Here's a basic list of applications. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Coyote's contact list has exactly one entry, someone named Paco. There's no comlink number or other contact information for him available. Doesn't seem like a very useful list of contacts. Mixing of recent searches shows that Coyote's been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Oh, cool. How can I help you? Do you know Paco? He's a ganger, a member of the Cutters. He's a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? No, I'm a vegetarian. Jin Park sold Coyote a gun recently. I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. Coyote has a date with Paco at Pike Place in the next half hour. If you would go down there, it might bring me peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Gambate kudasai. Good luck. Okay, so I think I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we'll check out that marketplace. Okay, I'll see you guys in a few.